Anathapindika's offering of Jeta's grove. Where should wealth be used so the heart can rest? A wealthy householder once came to Rajagaha on business. His given name was Sudatta, though most people knew him as Anathapindika. The name was connected with his habit of giving food to people who had no one to support them. While staying in Rajagaha, he saw one household preparing a large amount of food. At first, he thought there might be a wedding or an important celebration. Then he heard that the meal was being prepared for the Buddha and the community of monks. He was told that an awakened one had appeared in the world. Sudatta wanted to meet the Buddha immediately. But it was already late, so he waited until morning. That night, he could hardly sleep. He woke several times, thinking dawn had already come. Before the night had fully ended, he left the city and walked toward the grove where the Buddha was staying. The early discourse says that fear arose in him on the dark road. For a moment, he wanted to turn back. But he continued. When he reached the grove, the Buddha saw him coming and said, "Come, Sudatta." Sudatta was surprised. Most people called him Anathapindika, yet the Buddha addressed him by his given name at their first meeting. He approached, paid respect, and sat down. The Vinaya tradition says that the Buddha gave him a gradual teaching. He spoke first about generosity and ethical conduct. Then he explained the danger of sensual desire and the value of renunciation. When Sudatta's mind was ready, the Buddha taught the Four Noble Truths. Sudatta understood the teaching deeply and became a stream enterer. He then invited the Buddha and the Sangha to come to Savatthi. But his devotion did not stop with an invitation. He began to think about where the Buddha and the monks could stay. The place needed to be close enough for people to visit, but quiet enough for practice. Sudatta searched until he found a beautiful grove belonging to Prince Jeta. He saw that the grove could become more than pleasant land. It could become a place where teachings were heard, meditation was practiced, and a community could stay for long periods. Sudatta asked Prince Jeta to sell the grove. The prince did not wish to sell it. According to the Vinaya account, he named an enormous price. The ground would have to be covered with gold coins. But Sudatta accepted the condition. He brought gold and began covering the land. This became one of the most famous scenes in the story of Anathapindika. Yet the important question is not how rich he was. The important question is what he wanted his wealth to become. He was not buying another private estate or building a monument to his success. He was turning private wealth into a place that many people could use. Gold that might have remained stored was becoming land for practice, learning, and refuge. As the coins were being placed, part of the grove remained uncovered. Sudatta ordered more gold to be brought. Seeing his determination, Prince Jeta understood that this was not an ordinary purchase. The prince decided to contribute part of the property himself. One person's generosity had moved another person to join. The place kept the name Jeta's Grove and became known as Anathapindika's monastery. Sudatta then prepared the land for the Sangha. Residences, paths, water facilities, meeting spaces, and other useful areas were arranged. When the Buddha later arrived in Savatthi, Sudatta asked how the monastery should be offered. The Buddha instructed him to dedicate it to the Sangha of the Four Directions, present and future. Sudatta had paid for the land and arranged its development. Yet the monastery was not to become his private religious property. He was not told to keep special control because he had paid the cost. The gift was to serve monks who were there now and monks who would come later. A gift changes when the giver no longer uses it to control the receiver. Sudatta's offering was enormous, but the teaching is not that everyone should give away enormous amounts of money. The Buddha also gave Anathapindika a practical teaching about the use of wealth. In AN 5.41, the Buddha spoke of 5 proper uses of wealth. First, wealth should be gained rightly through honest effort. Then it can be used to support oneself and to care for parents, spouse, children, workers, and dependents. The second use is to support friends and companions. Wealth can strengthen relationships when it is used with care rather than as a tool for control. The third use is protection against danger and loss. The Buddha included preparation for risks such as fire, flood, rulers, thieves, and other losses. Saving and protecting resources were therefore not treated as greed by themselves. Responsible preparation can protect both oneself and others. The fourth use concerns duties and offerings connected with family, guests, society, and the responsibilities of one's time. The fifth use was to make worthy offerings to spiritual practitioners who lived with discipline and restraint. The Buddha then explained an important result. If wealth decreases after being used for these proper purposes, the person can remember, I have used my wealth for the purposes for which wealth should be used. There is no need for regret. And if wealth remains or increases, there is no need for guilt. The goal is not to finish with the smallest amount possible. The question is whether wealth has been earned and used in a way that can be remembered without shame. This gives Anathapindika's great offering its proper meaning. His peace did not come simply from losing money. The Buddha's teaching points toward a different relationship with wealth. Earn it without abandoning conscience. Use it to support real responsibilities. Protect what needs protection, share where sharing has value, and support what you believe is worth continuing. When purpose becomes clear, wealth becomes a tool rather than a measure of personal worth. Anathapindika understood one of those possibilities and acted on it. He turned wealth into a place. Then he allowed that place to serve a purpose larger than himself. This final movement is as important as the purchase. Many gifts come with invisible strings. A person may help a relative and then expect obedience. A donor may support a project and expect special influence. Someone may give money and quietly believe that the receiver now owes loyalty. In such cases, the object has been given, but control has not. The Buddha's instruction that the monastery be dedicated to the Sangha present and future moved the gift beyond Sudatta's personal authority. He could take joy in making the place possible without needing to control the people who benefited from it. Giving money can sometimes be easier than giving up control. Jeta's grove later became one of the most important settings in the Buddhist texts. Again and again, discourses begin by saying that the Buddha was staying at Savatthi, in Jeta's grove, Anathapindika's monastery. One householder's decision continued creating opportunities long after the original purchase was complete. But Anathapindika's story asks what becomes possible after the money leaves our hands. Does it solve a real problem? Does it support something we hope will remain after us? The Buddha did not tell Anathapindika to feel guilty because he was wealthy. AN 5.41 clearly includes supporting oneself and one's family. Generosity that destroys necessary responsibilities is not wise just because it looks dramatic. Careful saving is not automatically greed either. Preparation for predictable difficulty can be responsible. The question is whether protection becomes endless accumulation with no point at which anything feels sufficient. Anathapindika's story does not give one number that everyone must follow. It gives a direction for reflection. What is my money supporting now? What does my spending say I value? What does my saving protect? What good could become possible if some of what I have were given a clearer purpose? The Dharma does not require identical amounts. It asks for honesty about responsibility and purpose. Anathapindika had great wealth, so his offering was large. But the meaning of the story is not measured in coins. A person with little may use a small amount with greater clarity than a wealthy person uses a fortune. Resources are also more than money. Time, skill, attention, and space can all be used to make something valuable possible. The deeper question remains the same. What can what I have make possible? Clear use can also reduce inner conflict. When every coin is kept without purpose, fear may decide. When every coin is spent for approval, comparison may decide. When every coin is given impulsively, emotion may decide. But when responsibility and value decide, the mind can look back with less regret. This is close to the reflection the Buddha taught Anathapindika. Peace does not come because nothing was lost. Peace comes because what was spent was used wisely. Jeta's grove began as property. Then it became a place of practice. The gold did not disappear into nothing. Its function changed. Private wealth became shared opportunity. A merchant's resources became a setting in which many teachings could be heard. And the donor did not need to become the center of the place he helped create. Use what you have well. Take care of what is truly your responsibility. Protect what needs protection. Support what deserves to continue. And when you genuinely give something, do not keep trying to own it through expectation. Today, may your resources serve what you truly value. May you care for those who depend on you without fear or resentment. May you recognize when enough is enough. And may what you choose to give become useful in ways that continue beyond your own name.